Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I pulled for you for the full moon in Scorpio. The Knight of Swords is your overall energy. This is describing your desire to gain more information, to learn more about, to expand on your ideas on a topic or something that you're interested in learning about. New ideas. With the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is about learning new ways to do something that you already are doing, something that you are planning on doing, something that you have dabbled at perhaps, or engaged in lightly for a very long time that you identify with, but that you're now opening up to new ways of doing something that you've always done one way. You've always had a lot of confidence in the way that you did something, and you did it reasonably well, but you're no longer satisfied with the results that you're getting. You realize there's a whole world of exploration, new techniques, new ideas, new avenues for you to explore in terms of expressing yourself, perhaps writing about, recording, or documenting this process, this product, this thing that you are interested in building up from the ground up in a new way. This is a general reading, Sagittarius. It isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And I appreciate all the time that you are taking with me, truly. In the 10th house, the way that you're showing up in the world, the Two of Wands is describing this sense of absolute groundedness regarding something that you've always done, something that you've always identified with. It can be a skill. It's something that revolves around your productivity, a way that you want to, you have established your identity and talent, but you're interested in exploring that in new ways. More than simply getting information, this is to the purpose of building up a plan. It's a plan to move in an unfamiliar way. It's an opportunity for you to get uncomfortable with something you've done routinely for a very long time. And what you've done is adequate. It is not satisfying to you. You understand that you could be doing more with this talent, this resource, this opportunity that you have. And you're really focusing yourself on ways in which you can do that. This feels to me as though you're coming from a very ancient source of knowledge. There's an old font. This is a talent that you have exercised perhaps in past lives, or that you have specifically come to from other experiences, come to exercise this particular talent in a new way, in a way that defines you differently than you've been defined in the past. It's very intriguing. In the first house, the Moon card is describing your porousness regarding the energies that surround you, the ability to look at your patterns of behavior, of speech, of experiences even, and go deeper. Recognize and accept that there are deeper triggers to things you take for granted, even talents, activities, hobbies, attributes of your characteristic that you're no longer accepting on face value. You're looking deeper at the motivations that you may have been previously unaware of. And this is something that has come through for others. Your relationship to your ancestors is so rapidly changing that you're not flipping the relationship, but you're understanding that as your ancestors and spirit guides, however you define them, are there for you, encourage you, motivate you, see you, value you. You're also deeply understanding that your actions in this life actually are providing healing to your ancestors. This may be about generational healing, hopping over an ancestral hurdle or a generational hurdle that has held you back in some way, that has limited your sense of exploration into the world, your sense of capacity. You're actually seeing that you are providing services, healing to those who have sacrificed so much for you to have the experiences you're having in this life. And in that way, the communication between you and your guides is exploding. And you may be experiencing it in your dream life specifically. If you're not, I would encourage you to begin tracking whatever of your dreams you can remember. If it's only snippets, if it's only a conversation, if it's only something small, this can begin to tell another story that you have not been aware of, that you're participating in. As you heal your energy, you're open up to more and more of the world, more and more presence in the world and participation in it. But your sensitivity is sharp. You're soaking up everything, particularly as it regards gaining the information that you're seeking. In the fourth house of your home, your soul, your foundation, really the chariot is about the deep level of freedom and liberation that you have finally given yourself permission for. I do feel that you have been held back by a generational or an ancestral story that you felt obligated you to maintaining certain relationships or fulfilling, complying with the expectations of others that you don't feel has been reciprocally supportive of you and your dreams. Now that you're understanding those better, you're understanding your place in the larger world, in the cosmos, you feel liberated and clear as you're accepting yourself more and more, your talents and energies more and more, as indicative of strengths and powers you didn't know you had. You're focusing on those intently, giving yourself the space to operate, to dream, to meditate, to plan, to observe, to learn new ways to reach your goals, to move quickly as this is coming from your heart space. This is a direct link to not only your authentic self, but your path of purpose. And in the seventh house, the house of your significant others, the Knight of Wands. So far we have three knights, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. And this is all about action that you are taking. So true to character, Sagittarius, you are moving forward. But I do feel because of the full moon's energy focusing on the place of hidden talents, lessons learned, beginnings and endings, that you are initiating something that has been with you throughout this life, that you came into this life to do. It feels as though you're firing on all pistons, so to speak, now, and that you're very aware that the information you have, the things that you produce, the tangible resources you have are all motivating you in a way that is indicating that you must pursue your highest talent, your greatest purpose, and that your purpose and your talent, your creative expression are all of a piece. They are aligned with one another. So the more that you share what you have to offer, including your thoughts, your plans, the information you're gaining, what you're seeking information about, is actually a part of the gift that you're giving. If this reading is resonating for you, Sagittarius, please like this reading. Please share this with others if you feel inclined to do so. And subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is greatly appreciated. And the key word here, the card, is acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Isn't it interesting as we move into closer alignment with our ancestral past lives, past experiences, even in this life, if you don't believe in reincarnation or past lives? The acceptance of what your experience has shown you is a part of identifying not what you can't change, because you can't change the past, but what you can do as a result of it. And I think it's so telling that the knights here, the action cards, are describing you ready to go, raring to go, pissed and fired up. I love it. In the first house, the moon card is clarified by the 9 of Cups. Isn't this beautiful? I'm finding for many of you that your dream life, your meditation life, but specifically your dream life, is a source of joy, pleasure. It's a place you enjoy going. There, you're going many places. You're solving many problems in your dreams. You're looking at a whole host of problems or situations, challenges that exist for your community, for the world. There's something very tied up with the ability to be independent that you've worked so hard for, that you've always aligned yourself with, the freedom to make choices that are best for you because you're independent. You're your own person. You stand on your own 2 feet, or as some would say, on your 10 toes. This is in anticipation of more joy, more pleasure as you continue to cultivate your garden. And your dream life, your meditations, your prayers are opening you up to the unconscious, subconscious realm of wealth, of resources, of hidden gems. And Pluto's stationary position in the in the 3rd degree of Aquarius is very much reinforcing your ability to approach opportunities that were not available until now. It's as though you've been preparing for most of your life for the experience of joy. So this is absolutely getting inside of your dream, feeling the joy, the pleasure, the invigoration, the motivation, the inspiration of your vision. And in the 4th house, the Chariot card is clarified by the Temperance card. This has taken patience to get ready to focus your attention on what you desire, on your dream, on moving towards your goals, on having goals, has been a long, hard process for you. The Temperance card always looks beautiful in any deck, even in this crow deck that I have, a raven deck. You are seeing a raven who is collared with wings, indicating, and a halo, the angelic nature of your own alchemical process of healing, of refining your cruder raw instincts, some would say your animal instincts, into the spiritual goal of your higher self. This is not about being an angel or opening up to the angels, because it's not a hierarchy in that way. But it is about the patience it's taken to take all the rotten tomatoes or the lemons and turn them into lemonade, to persevere storm after storm, catastrophe after catastrophe, flood after flood. You have continued to navigate with poise, with grace, and now the purpose and the clarity that you have worked so hard for is here, and you're going for it. In the seventh house, the Knight of Wands is clarified by the moon. I love it. So the sun, both the first and seventh house, this is you, this is relationships with others, significant, important relationships. This does not simply include a spouse or romantic partner. Significant others relate to significant things, significant passions. This can be your craft, the work that you love. This can be the community you love, your team of significant others and trusted advisors, allies, collaborators, colleagues. The moon here is indicating that you are successfully interfacing with that council of elders, I like to call them, your spirit guides, your elementals, your ancestral family, those who you are connected with through culture, history, in whatever way your guides come to you. This is reinforcing the idea that as your ancestors support you, you in your growth are supporting them. You are healing something about your ancestry, your generational experience, the challenges that you've experienced that you believed were shaped in large part by the social experiences of your ancestors, depending on how you identify. You are changing that story so that when we look to the heroes and sheroes of our past, of our cultural past, we begin to see that we have transcended into a place where we are healing their dreams. We are fulfilling their dreams. And this is important because it's opening up this dialogue that you are experiencing on a consistent basis. You're not afraid of the things that once shamed you, that once embarrassed you, that once made you feel unsuccessful or failed in any way. You understand that as simply fodder to gaining the strength, the courage, and the knowledge, the wisdom that you need to move forward into the world. In the 10th house, the Two of Wands is clarified by the Six of Cups. And this is interesting because something about your tentative, eager, even anxious waiting as you are proposing, planning something, a new way, a foray out into unfamiliar territory. You are reconnecting with something that has been a gift of yours from the past, something you came into this world with, a talent that you've always identified with. And this is taking us sort of full circle to this gaining information about something that you my sense is that in the past you felt like you had this down. It was something you could keep in your back pocket or put on the side somewhere, and you could always return and get this pleasure, this joy, this happiness from engaging in this relationship, this opportunity, this passion, something that made you happy and made others happy. However, I do feel that you are reconnecting in some way. And it may simply be through a memory. And that memory may be the thought of a positive relationship. This can be with an ancestor, someone who has passed, someone who saw you, who appreciated you, who saw you in the inside, and who enjoyed your presence, felt lifted up. Perhaps this relationship with with an ancestor or a past loved one evolved in throughout the years into a friendship, into a serious give and take, with an acknowledgement of some shared gift or knowledge. But the most important thing is you're using this sense of balance, pleasure, joy to take courage as you move out into the world with this sense of identity and clear purpose arising from your natural talents and gifts. I'm going to finish up this reading, Sagittarius, with Oracle, Crystal Oracle, and I've pulled this is a mouthful, Divine Temple Crystal, and the key word is source. I'm deeply connected to an expression of the divine source of the universe. This is so profound, Sagittarius. I'm loving this. If you've enjoyed this content, please check out more here. And until next time, Sagittarius, namaste.